Yeah.
It puts me straight into that highway hypnosis mode, you know?
Right.
So I've got to the point where I'll start messing with the podcasts that are actually
Catch one you like.
exactly, yeah, and a little bit more actively engaged and not half dozing off on the street.
For sure. For sure. Okay. So, canvassing is the process of identifying, scouting, searching for, prospecting areas that we want to door knock. Okay, and now we don't want to just kind of like run in the blind. You know, we definitely don't want to run off into the blind. We want to make sure that we have somewhat of a well laid out plan or idea about where we're going to go and what we're going to do. That's making sure that we are efficient in our time, and we're going to be better able to capitalize on our time. Right? So the first thing that I want to be sure that you understand how to do as a salesperson is find something to kill, right? Let's find something to kill. The same way that a predatory animal, a tiger, a bear, a lion, they're going to look for signs of prey. They're going to look for like, hey, there's a watering hole over here. Let me go over here. I bet you, somebody's going to get thirsty and I'm going to catch them slipping, right? We do the same way, okay? We do the same thing, and we do that in a process of canvassing. We're checking neighborhoods that we would like to work in based on size of home, style of architecture, stuff like that. But we're not just checking that, we're also checking, was there any damage in this area, right? So the first thing that you can do, the first thing that you should do when canvassing is work a storm, okay? If you're gonna canvass for homes that have damage, look on the fringe of a hailstorm, find the most recent hailstorm, find the areas, and start working on the fringe of those. Now, a lot of times you're going to say, well, Dave, how do I find those areas? Great, I'm glad you asked, right? Here's how we're going to do this. The first thing that I ever did to figure out where a storm was I Google searched hail report 76121, right?
Okay.
That's even to my entire first year of storm work. I was literally Googling hail report, then going down to interactive hail maps and clicking on their little pictures and zooming in as much as I could and figuring out whether or not, I scroll through the data and learn how to read it. And okay, cool, I got a storm date within a year, bet, I'm filing a claim. So that's how I did it. That's how I was taught how to do this crap. There's a much better way other than like Google, right? Now we have Hail Trace, right?
Yep.
We have Hail Recon. We got Stormer. We got, what else do we have? Hail Trace, Hail Recon, Stormer sites. We got interactive hail maps. We have literally dozens and dozens of software that's been designed and developed to help you, the storm restoration expert, know where to go hunt, right? So we have these applications, we have these softwares. We're going to teach you how to utilize them, okay? The second thing that we're going to do, once we figured out where the storm path is, right, we want to go find houses in that storm path. Now, how we're going to find houses is we're going to drive over there. We're going to go take a visual inspection of it and maybe cruise the street. You're going to see one of two things, right? You're going to see houses that are being worked on, and you're going to see houses that aren't, especially in the edge of a storm path like we are right now. This is what you're going to see. And so you want to find the houses that are not being worked on, and those are the ones that you want to stop by and say, hey, what's going on with your stuff, right? Find the houses not in obvious state of process. Okay? Check the existing roofing systems. When you're driving through the neighborhood, older roofing systems stick out like a sore thumb when they're mixed in with newer roofing systems. Slow down when you drive by that guy's house, okay? Pay attention that when I come into a neighborhood, right, and I see a bunch of 30-year shingles, right, on roofs, and they're all colors. I got a black one over here, got a gray one over here, this one's brown, that dude's got the blue roof, da-da-da-da. What does that tell me about that neighborhood right off the bat?
Probably newer roofs.
Ain't no fucking HOA in here,
Oh, okay.
right? It's a free-for-all. Look at this shit show. It looks like Bill Cosby threw up his sweater over the entire neighborhood. Colors everywhere,
Okay.
right? There ain't no damn HOA. Bet. I don't have to ask nobody's permission to be here. Probably no soliciting, no soliciting signs either.
Right.
It's a pretty kickback neighborhood. Let's go give this a shot. Now I'm driving through the neighborhood looking for the roofs that aren't brand new colors because they stick out like a sore thumb. I'm looking for the roofs that if these are all architectural shingles, let me find a 3-tab in here. Please let me find a 3-tab. Because I know that house hadn't been worked on in 15 years. Right? And when you stop by this house, when you get out of the car, because I'm gonna highly encourage you to get out of the fucking truck. Right? Get out of the truck. Get up there, try to check on the roof. Right? Let's try to get up on this roof. The first thing you're going to have to try and figure out when you have a house that is visibly older than the rest of them, are they owners or renters? First question that could come into your mind. That's the first question that should. What are the chances that this person in this house with a 3-tab roof surrounded by roofs that are architectural shingles is a renter?
Probably higher.
A little bit. A little bit. I don't know the statistics, but I'm just going to go with my nuts here and say probably pretty accurate statement. Okay, so walking up to that house, what are some things that we can do? What are some things we can look for that are going to help give us indications of who they are? What are we looking for?
If you're looking for renters, messier yards.
Okay.
Bushes unkept.
Okay, so just lack of general makeup and appearance.
Yep.
Right? I usually think renters have window units a lot of times on the front of the house because it just doesn't get hot. The landlord doesn't pay for the thing, and they throw a window unit. Curtains that don't match, right? Okay. The blinds all fucked up in the bedroom up above the garage.
Those old, what are they, metal?
Those old metal vinyl blinds or whatever they were. Yes, exactly. Right? Houses that are very outdated for the neighborhood that they're in. I usually feel like those are rental properties. Okay. So I'll profile based on that and figure out how I need to deliver my pitch to find out right off the get-go as this is a rental property. And if it is, I need to be prepared to move in that aspect. Because I'm not just blindly walking up to a door knocking on it. Like, you're paying attention. Right? So what if they're a homeowner? What do we see? What do we see on front porches?
Like the big welcome signs, decorations,
Yep.
colored doors.
Okay. What else? Chairs,
Yeah.
right? Football stuff, especially these high school parents. They love letting the world know that Zachary lives here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dumb stuff like that,
Exactly.
right? Zachary, my hockey player lives here, right? My Chisholm Trail High School hockey player, whatever. They love having that stuff on there, especially because they've been in that home for 13 years, man.
Yeah.
It's theirs, you know what I mean? Like, that's their place. So they're going to absolutely, like you said, they're going to spice it up. They're going to jazz it up. They're going to want to display, hey, this is my home. This is where we've created our lives. And it'll be all over the place, right? So now you've identified whether they're owners or renters, and that determines the type of approach that you bring to the door. You're going to pre-qualify your buyers now, and this is kind of where I think people make one of the biggest mistakes, right? This is my opinion. When you pre-qual, you are qualifying a buyer based on having zero interaction with them, right? Like when they say, hey, you are pre-qualified, we're skipping the qualification process and I'm figuring out right now whether or not this is worth my time.
Right.
Okay? So when you pre-qual a buyer, what are some things that we should look for if we're trying to determine eligibility and capability?
Slightly nicer cars, not junked up vehicles.
Okay.
Maybe a car that's actually in the garage.
Okay. Right. What else?
Not the basic builder stuff. So it should have gutters on the place. It may
Okay.
have sprinkler system. Some small house upgrades and stuff.
Okay. Additional home values. Right. What else? What if they have bumper stickers on the license plates of their car that says, Baylor University mom?
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Kids in college, or they went to college. That's what
Yeah. Children that go to college typically come from parents that have went to college because that's just passed down. So you can bet your ass that if fucking Stephanie and Stacy are both in college right now down at Baylor, either mom or dad went to Baylor. Okay, that means they probably have just that one person may have at least a strong 5, almost 6-figure income. Right? Profiling.
Yeah.
We're profiling now. We're thinking analytically about this stuff.
Right.
What are some other things that we look for? How about the size of the home and the property value?
Yeah.
Right?
Size of the home, size of the lot.
Higher property value means a higher deductible. We already know that. But the higher the property value, the bigger the home unit is, chances are you probably make enough money to afford that thing.
Yep.
Okay? Probably make enough money to afford that thing. Second thing that I'm looking at when I look at a property value, am I above or below the single family income or the two family or the two income family?
Gotcha.
Okay? Am I above or below that line? This one's important. Does it take both people to live here? Y'all are strapped for cash. You're living outside of your means. Okay? Is this a 2-income family or is this a 1-income family? This is the 1-income family and y'all are doing this? Somebody make a bunch of money. Right? Somebody make some fucking money.
Yep.
So I want to know if I'm above or below that line. And you're doing all this literally, you have from the end of the driveway to the front door.
Right.
37.5 feet. And it takes maybe 3 seconds to cover that distance. You got about 3 seconds and 37.5 feet to figure all this the fuck out real fast.
Right.
Right? From like right here. Boom. From here on up. Okay? I need to know where Miss Jones went to college. I need to know how many kids she has in college. I need to try and figure out what Miss Jones does for work real quick. Let me look at, I love nurses. I love women that are in the medical field, and I'll tell you exactly why. Right? Their rearview mirror in their car, what do they always have around that motherfucker?
Their badges. And
Their goddamn ID cards, right? And their pinche stethoscope. Right? They got this shit hanging on their rearview mirrors. I know right off the bat, hey, you make at least 50, 60,000.
Yep.
Unless you're like up there and then we're talking 80. You know? You might make a pretty good income. But those, I love seeing that, especially if I know I can bring some value to this human being's life. You know? That's kind of a cool thing. So we're pre-qualifying our buyers. And we're also looking for the most important thing. We're looking for damage.
Right.
We want to see what does their cars look like. How about their gutters? Do I see any collateral on the window screens? That's the first inspection right off the get-go. If I'm driving down the street and it was like a hailstorm was recently here, first thing I look at is I'm going to look at the cars. Are there leaves all in the damn street? Have you ever seen the streets right after the hailstorms? Fucking leaves everywhere.
Yep.
Right? So I turned down that street looking for hail-impacted homes. 6 hours after the hailstorm dissipated, I see no leaves on the ground. What do?
Turn around.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, I didn't get hailed.
Yeah. What if I see leaves in the yard? What do I look for as I'm driving down the street now?
Is there a tree in that yard, or did it come from something else?
Okay. Right? I mean, like there's leaves everywhere. Trees, leaves, everything. What's the next thing I'm looking for as I'm driving down the street?
Roofing signs.
Roofing signs? We're talking about storm just happened.
Oh, okay.
Cars.
Yeah. See if people are home.
Look at the hoods.
Okay. Gotcha.
Was it big enough to fuck up a hood of a car?
Gotcha.
Right? And if I see car hoods and dents in cars, yeah, because even a little piece of hail blow a fucking Lee off.
Yeah.
You know, but it's going to take something to hit these asphalt shingles that were just installed 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These things that half of Fort Worth got fucking re-roofed 5 years ago. So here we are, you know. So we're gonna need to see damage. We want to see this stuff driving through the street, driving through the neighborhood. If we're not hitting the first 24 hours of a hail response, you're not going to be in that leaves and shit everywhere kind of a mindset. You're going to be looking for roofs that are asimilar, things that stick out, streaking from the driveway. Let me see some streaking on a shingle because I know it takes a while for that to happen.
Right.
Okay. And number 4, you're going to look for collateral like up front close. Is there gutter damage? Was this roof looks a little bit newer, but it still looks like it could be 5 or 6 years old. Are her gutters damaged? Is a vinyl window bead damaged on the front of the house? I'm looking to the left and to the right. Now I'm knocking on her door. Right? Pre-qualify your buyers. And always remember, above everything, not every homeowner is your customer.
Right.
Not every homeowner is your customer. If you are pre-qualifying them by having a conversation with them and they are kicking your ass, right, just being a stubborn, disrespectful, cut it, man. Well, hey, cool, because you don't want to be married to that guy financially for the next 35 days. I promise you. You don't want to do that shit.
Right.
So pre-qualify your people. Canvassing, working a storm. We want to go see houses. We got to figure out what houses to go knock on. Then we get into the introduction, the door pitch, roofing inspection, so on and so forth. And we covered that, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. What questions you got about canvassing?
Do you, I mean, the other day when it was pouring Monday, I think you told me to pick a zip code up here.
Sure.
Do you pick a zip code and just find the most recent hailstorm and keep that in mind when you're in the area?
You can. You absolutely can. So there's a couple of different methods to that, to locating like a hailstorm area initially, yeah. So remember what I said was I was going to hail report 76121. That's when I'm in that neighborhood and I want to know, right? But I'm going to find a neighborhood first. Find the neighborhood first and then run your reports.
Right.
Okay? This is what I think. It's what I think a lot of new guys do wrong. Okay? And I think it's because they were taught by very cautious people. And when I say cautious, I mean confident, but they would rather play it safe. And here's what I'm going to tell you. The cautious educator used to tell people, hey man, check your map first. Go figure out the best house in that fucking area to door knock second. Right? But I'm working with the absolute most recent hailstorm event. So is every goddamn roofer in the fucking city. Right. Everybody's doing this same thing right now. Check the maps, knock the neighborhood. Check the map, knock the neighborhood.
Right.
Check the map, knock the neighborhood. Okay? The ambitious mindset find the house, then find the data.
Okay.
Why not go after this fucking $32.7 million home up here on this lake, this goddamn chateau that used to own 3 Dallas Cowboys, now some dude that plays baseball lives in it, right? Why would I not door knock that house? You know why? Because it's big as shit, and it's intimidating, and I don't fucking like it. What if I don't get it? Fuck. Should have changed my life. Yeah, but it might still change fucking life. As long as you can find the house, you can find the data.
Right.
I guarantee you somewhere within 3 miles there was half-inch hail in the last 5 years. Pretty fucking close. Within 3 miles, half-inch, 1-inch hail to 3 miles, we got a storm date I'm trying them. Let me, insurance carrier better not fucking let me find no damage up there. Because I'm going to find all the coolest, best fucking hail hits on the metal, the goddamn clay tile, on the slate, on the I'm going to find it all. And we're filing all this shit. But as long as the data, as long as it's there. If the damage, the data, something to photograph, something to claim, something that's going to be catastrophic to the roofing system long term. Absolutely. Find that fucking house. That's like, I didn't realize what Roanoke was. I asked Kimba the other day, I was like, hey, where are all the big houses? She said, like, what kind of big? And I said, the kind that have the gates and the fucking driveways go like this. And there's a fucking little pond with a fountain in front of the shit. She said, oh, Roanoke. And I was like, bet. Now let me find the data. Now I know where the houses are. Let me find the data. As long as I can get it supported, man, I'm going to go fucking door knock them. And I'm going to do it in my goddamn truck one day with cowboy boots on, right? And the next day I do it, I'm going to go do it in fucking shorts and a polo shirt in my Audi and see which one they respond to better. Never know. Yep. Never fucking know. Right? But or maybe then shorts in the truck, or maybe cowboy boots in the Audi. I'm not sure. Right? But we're gonna dress it up.
Boots and shorts.
That's it, man. Fuck, right down the middle. But we're gonna find the house and we're gonna find the data. So that's why I said pick a neighborhood, man. Just pick a neighborhood and then run the numbers and see what it tells you. If it tells you jack shit in 7 years, oh fuck that. Fuck that area. Keep going. Right? That big ass house that I was talking about being owned by Deion Sanders or some shit. Okay, I'm going to go door knock that only if there's data to support it.
Right. If
there's no data to support it, I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm not wasting my time. So you can check the map and start working the storm area, or you can find the houses that you want. There's two trains of thought. My boy Burton Hughes does this in Dallas. Okay? Most guys still run this. Most guys are still, hey, let's let the rest of the roofing world dictate where we work, right? Let's let all the other fucking contractors and subcontractors that are using interactive hail maps knock either before or after me or during my, we're trying to beat each other to the door. Like, let's do this or let's do this. Let's work a lot less, make a larger return on our time door knocking by hitting fucking $750,000 homes, $2 million homes, $3 million homes. Let's do that. Let's try that.
Yeah.
Let's try that shit for a fucking month and see what it does.
What's y'all's range for RKG?
4.
Yeah.
Austin, from here to Austin. Like right now, we're working in Austin. I sold one in Waco last week.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 2 in San Antonio tomorrow. I'm gonna contract 2 in San Antonio. So we'll fucking.
You guys just send crews down there, or do you find local crews?
Yeah, we'll use either local crews like San Antonio. I have local crews in San Antonio that I've worked with a lot, and I'm good with paying them whatever they ask. Yeah. But yeah, in a situation like that, we have our own crews. We could send, if it was Waco or College Station or something like that, we'll send Oscar.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. So obviously the Dallas isn't going to be an issue. Rock wall is not going to be an issue.
Oh hell no! We got 2 guys knocking Rockwall Forney right now. Yeah, Dylan lives in Rockwall. Patrick filed a claim on his uncle's house in Forney today. It's getting bought, and then he's got 2 more in Rockwall on the west side of the lake, not the east side, but like the west side where all the big ass fucking houses are down there. There you go. Rowlett, he's over there. So Patrick lives out there. Dylan lives in Rockwall. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric, I think even Eric Larson is up there north of that area somewhere. Stony, does that sound?
Possibly.
Little bitty ass town up there, some damn where.
Yeah.
But,
Quite
yeah.
possibly.
Cool. So,
A little bitty ass town up there.
having said that, those 2 trains of thought, what do, right? The first thing that we're going to look for when we're canvassing like that and we're trying to check our data, okay, we're going to look at the date. We want to make sure it is within 365 plus 1 days, because that's what most insurance carriers are going to they're going to cut your cord at, right? 365 in 1 day. And then we're going to look at the size of the hail. Ideally, we'd want to see anything between 1/2 inch and up. Let's just say 1/2 inch and up, right? You may even prefer, hey, I don't want to work like bullshit, but let's say we had a report right here that was 1/2 inch to 1 inch. We were okay on our storm data over here. We had 3/4 inch to 1.5 inch hail over here, and then we were okay on a storm date this next year too. So 3 years in a row, right? We got and then we got 1/4 to fucking 1/2 inch way back here. You think we should probably knock these doors? Probably, right? Because this one might not have done much, but this one probably did. And if your roof still hadn't got bought from this one or this one, we're gonna get it paid for, right? So I've got pretty recent storm activity within a 3 miles.
Okay. 1/2 to 3 miles.
Yep, because the first thing they do is they break it down by 1/2 mile, 1 mile, 3 miles. Okay, that's how typically like Hail Recon will break it down into that distance. So this is where we want it is 1/2 inch to 1/2 mile. Right? I don't even know if that's right. How do you do what the fuck means mile up above there? Nothing, right? There's not a thing for that. So 1/2 inch to 3 inch, or 1/2 inch to 1/2 mile to 3 miles. Okay, that's the second thing we're looking for is location. The most critical piece of information to determine how fucked up these houses are going to be is the duration, right? For a hailstorm to sit on a duration within a 1/2 mile for 5 minutes, that's a long ass hailstorm, dude. Because they're usually pretty quick moving. Unless you get in that long band, and that's what happened in San Antonio in 2016. This long ass band from Bandera all the way to San Antonio pushed through, and it drove right over the northwest side of San Antonio for 37 fucking minutes straight. And there were cars under the interstate, in the gas stations. The shit was smashing out windows left and right. It was an absolute shit show. It was a roofer's paradise. 2016. April of 2016. Dallas, it happened like this. DFW, I think 2016 or 2017. 2017, it was like that. You had people from fucking Austin. North Austin was literally 22.5 minutes long, pushing through Leander Cedar Park. And they were dropping slugs, bro. Slugs. Car hoods.
Right before the hurricane season.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
We are right now. I think hurricane season started June 1st.
June.
Yeah.
My point is,
June
I think
3rd.
that hailstorm, I vaguely remember it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But
So this is the data that we really want to see, right? We want to see the time since the storm, the size, where it was located, and how long did it hail. Those are going to be the things that we look for in picking out, hey, is this area going to be good? And then we start applying these canvassing tactics. Let's drive through the neighborhood. Let's see if the roofing systems all match. If they were all done down here, they probably all match. So let's find the ones that don't match and the ones that definitely look like they're a little bit older. Let's go door knock them. Let's see how they're doing today. Savvy?
yeah.
Cool. What else?
So let's it's Monday morning.
Uh-huh.
Waking up to wind.
Yep.
You're gonna pick a neighborhood, right? And find the house.
Okay.
Then you're gonna pull the data.
Sure.
Is it just experience that you say, you know what, Roanoke sounds like a good place to check. I'm just gonna check there. Or you just go drive up there and take a look at the houses first, or how does that work?
So are we looking for storm data? Are we looking for storm data, or what are we looking for?
Find a place to start knocking, start canvassing.
So we're looking for storm data. We're looking for a location.
Yeah.
We've picked Roanoke.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing I do is satellite maps.
Okay.
What part of Roanoke?
Actually, I don't know Roanoke very well.
I don't know it either, but if we get on Google Maps or we pull up a satellite, bam, we're going to find, oh shit, look at this. Fucking ponds in the driveway.
Yep.
satellite image. I can see these big ass houses, zoom in, roof's all cut up. You ever seen a house on satellite maps? Shit looks like standing seam metal, fucking roofs everywhere. Goddamn lines all coming all off the place. Fucking outside architecture's all crazy. Right? House looks big as shit, and there's a big ass fucking pool right here, and a big old driveway coming off like this, and your goddamn Lamborghini sitting in the driveway on Google Maps, right? Please let me fucking knock your door.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's what I do.
Okay.
I'm not bullshitting. This is what I do. Google Maps. Yeah. Where in Roanoke do I want to be? Let's say we find this house in Roanoke. What do I do now?
Pull the data, look for something within the last half to
1
to 3 years. Or what he said.
Yeah.
365 plus 1.
Drop the pin.
Yep. See what the zip is.
Then I can Google. Drop the pin, it's going to give me all the address information. I'm going to take the zip code and I'm going to Google Hail Report 76131. And I'm going to see what pops up. Boop. I'm going to check my data just like I said I was going to. I want the date, I want the time, I want the location, proximity, how long did it hail. Good, good. Now let's drive up there. Now it's worth the drive.
Yeah.
You pre-qualify your home buyers, pre-qualify your neighborhoods too. Don't waste your time and your money, man.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, don't waste your time and your money.
You do all that sitting on the couch drinking your coffee.
I don't even have to do it drinking my fucking coffee.
Yeah.
I could be taking a shit, and I'm like, damn, that fucking neighborhood looks nice, right? Yep. I could be doing that. It could be Sunday night. I'm laying in bed. My wife's like, all you do is roofing, and I was like, yes, you know. And I'm laying in bed, and I'm like zooming in. She was like, whose house are you peeking into? And I was like, I don't know, but I want to do their roof. You know, it's weird, man. But she's like, this is all you fucking think about. And I was like, kinda, you know. It's pretty cool, right?
You gotta be.
That's it. Be fucking obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with what you're doing. Absolutely obsessed with what you're doing. If you can become obsessed with canvassing and the skill and the talent, you will be a phenomenal canvasser. If you can become obsessed with knocking on doors, I don't care. Listen, Tyler, I don't care if you decide that this isn't for you and you want to go back to, you know, working at Whataburger, right? Yeah. Let's say that was your thing before this. You came in, you're like, hey man, I'm going to go back to, I can't, you know, I'm asking for my job back. I can't do that. Fine, that's okay. I'm cool with that. Do me a favor. If you're going to go be a burger flipper, be the best fucking, be obsessed with being the best burger flipping motherfucker you can be. Be obsessed with it. Wake up, think about it, dream it, sleep it, all that good shit. Be obsessed with it. If you're going to learn how to canvas, learn how to canvas. Start doing it. Practice. Put these little steps into play. Hey, let me go look at Eagle Lake, right? Eagle Mountain, whatever. Let me go look in Roanoke. Let me go look in Trophy Club. Find the home that you want and then figure out a way how to get it paid for. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
find a home. Huh?
What size square are you aiming for, you personally?
What do you mean?
You looking for a 40 square roof, a 20 square roof? What's your sweet spot?
I like 50s, 60s. I like those. But if I can get one that's 50 or 60 with architectural shingle and then 30 fucking squares laminate metal and then 30 squares of tile, like an addition or something like that, yeah, I don't give a shit. 100 square roof, I'll do 100 square, 200 square, 300. Like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I've never done a 100 square roof. I've done an 81 square roof, but I've never done a 100 square roof.
That's twice the size of my house.
Yeah.
Mine was
40 squares.
Mine was like 43 or something.
Yeah, I think mine right now with waste is like 39 or maybe 40, right? It's not for a 2-story house. It's not, but the whole damn back, all the way to the fucking first floor. You know, from the second. It's big, long, big ass fucking, yeah, dude. Big, huge slope in the back, man. It's fucking gorgeous. But be obsessed with it, right? Put the strategies and put the plans into place, man. And let's get some good canvassing going. What else? Come on, I like the question.
Okay, so you said that you would drive through in your truck and then flip around the next day and drive through, and you said, I can't remember what it was. You said your Audi, I think.
So try either one of two methods.
Yeah.
So you're asking me, Dave, would you drive through in your truck or would you drive through in your Audi?
Well, I'm saying
to knock doors.
Is that what you do? Is it you just, hey man, I drove this neighborhood yesterday and I didn't get anybody at the door. Nobody wanted to talk to me. So today I'm gonna put on my suit and I'm gonna go out there and tell them I'm with the IRS. I don't know.
No, so I'm gonna try different things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try different approaches, and I've done this before. I hate doing it, man, but I've done this before. One of the cool thing, shorts and polos, right? Shorts and polos, pants and polos. These are two options.
Yep.
With the pants, I'm wearing boots.
Yep.
With shorts, I'm wearing shoes. Real simple.
Yep.
Two different types of homeowners are going to respond to me. Homeowners that say, hey, this guy's cool. He's a project manager. Look at him jumping out in a pair of fucking white slip-on Vans, khaki shorts, and a black polo shirt. Like, hey, he's a cool dude. He's in an office somewhere. He's probably the sales rep. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Some people want that. They want that point of contact. Hey, take care of me, solve my problems, fix my shit. When I jump out and I'm in pants, polos, and I've got my boots like, you know, today, belts, shirts fucking tucked in, right? I got my different hat on, not my fucking rowdy hat, right?
Yeah.
I have that on. I show up there. People look at me, and when I introduce myself and I tell them that I'm a contractor, they fucking goddamn believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Half the time, I might have a little bit of a dip in because, hey, look, ma'am, you know, I'm just here to solve your problem and fix your shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm a roofer. I'm a roofing contractor. I don't know about pipsqueak Johnny boy that walked up here and knocked on your door trying to sell you a bunch of upgrades. I'm here to fix your problem, and I'm here to build your shit right.
Yeah.
Some people love that. And some people will tell me, no, don't come back. Okay, well, when I drop my pin on their house to follow up with them in 2 weeks, I'm going to come back and I'm going to knock on their door. I'm going to make sure that I hit them in shorts and a polo.
Right.
See if their attitude changes a little bit better. Right? I can either show up looking like the coach or the dad of the player, one of the two. One of the two. I either dress like a coach or I dress like a football dad. You know, the guy that comes to the football games right after work and he's wearing jeans and boots and he still has his shirt on, you know, long sleeve button up type deal. That's how my dad used to dress when I was a kid. I thought like all dads did that, you know. All dads did that stuff. Cool. What other question?
So hours are pretty, it's different now because a lot of people work from home.
Mm-hmm.
You might get somebody to answer the phone or answer the door.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, from following Facebook groups and such, from what I can tell, you start knocking around 9 a.m. at the earliest.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stop knocking at around 8 p.m. at the latest sort of thing.
I would try to make sure that whatever you're doing, hey, when it starts getting dark, quit making people feel weird.
Yeah.
What I would say, your question to me was, Dave, what are the best times of the day? Because I've heard it's from this range to this range. Here's the best times of the day. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the times that I've found the most success. 8:30 in the morning when I drive through the neighborhood and the sprinklers are still on in people's driveways. Sun's coming up. School buses driving by. Now we're in summer, right? So you don't see that. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful morning in a neighborhood. That sets a good tone. It's a good pace. It has a good vibe, right? I like that shit. 8:30 to 11:30, we're getting closer to lunchtime. Most of these housewives, right, because we're talking about single income housewives, single income families, they're either at home with their kids, right here, feeding them lunch, their Rugrats, or they're taking off from work and a double income. If they're working from home, they're leaving to go get some shit. Okay? This is where most people have their meetings, lunch, errands, what is it? Yeah. They have appointments at this time. They have all kinds of stuff happen right in here, right? So the chances are everybody's leaving. Okay? 4:30. We know most kids get out of school around 3. Parents get home around 4. Work usually about 4. 4:30 is a good time to show up in the neighborhood. Start seeing extra cars pulling up into parking spaces, right? You want to be very cognizant that right now, between about 5:30 and 6:30, somewhere around here, you're going to have people sitting down to eat dinner, right? Typically, I don't eat until like 8 o'clock. But that's 7 o'clock. That's just me and my wife. We do that. We're just fucking weird. Whatever. But 7:45, 7:30, people are bathing their kids. They're getting things ready for dishes. They're going in the dishwasher. You're probably going to piss some people off in this time. And in this time bracket right here, you're probably going to piss some people off, but you may have a lot of good experience too because people are okay. Dad had a beer. Mom had a glass of wine. Everybody's cool, man. Figure out what neighborhood. Between 4:30 and 7:30, the dads are standing in the cul-de-sac drinking beer, and the wives are in the front yards sipping on wine. Find that neighborhood by any fucking means necessary. Find those neighborhoods. The neighborhoods where the neighbors know each other like that, and they're cool, and they see each other, and they talk, and they communicate, and they're all home from work, and they're just fucking... Me and my neighbor, his name is Trey. He is a coach at TCU. This guy's 32 years old, and he's probably the most athletic fucking white guy I've ever met in my life.
Have you met yourself yet?
Right? No. I mean, he's athletic. Like he solved my Rogue setup in my garage, and he was like, "You do CrossFit?" And I was like, "Amateur, man. Like I'm just getting into it." He was like, "That's all I do, Dave." And I was like, and you can see he was about to be passionate about this shit, and I was like, "Oh, this guy really fucking loves CrossFit." Yeah. Right? It's cool as shit. But me and him, we see each other in the driveway, we start talking, we hang out, we bullshit. Find that neighborhood where people have a rapport with their neighbors like that. Get one of their roofs bought. One. That's all it's going to take you is one. But this is when most people have their appointments right here between 11:30 and 4. Yeah. Okay? In the morning time, you're going to get good response. You're going to get good response. Do yourself a favor here, and I'm going to drop you one quick bomb, and then I'm going to stop this damn video. Do yourself a favor. When you find these neighborhoods, check for Facebook pages for these neighborhoods. Okay. If you know the neighborhood is called Copper Creek, right? You're going to look up Copper Creek, buy, sell, trade. Click that link below and watch there is 22.2 thousand members in that group. Okay. Okay? Join that group. Okay. Once you join the group, you're going to see, do they have any business restrictions? You can only post on Mondays if you're a business. Self-advertising or whatever, they're like, hey, only on Mondays. Cool. Yep. Now flood them with free, valuable content. Okay? Post in the group. You smacking a shingle with a fucking golf ball. Whack! Right? Seeing what it does. Right up against the side of your house. And then smack the other, whack! Oh, goddamn! Hit you in the leg, camera cuts off. You know what I mean? Post that. Right? Post that and watch how many there. Oh my God. Right? Yeah. And then Monday, Hey guys, Tyler with RKG Roofing and Construction. I want to talk to you today because I'm in the neighborhood performing some live inspections on people's homes. I'm actually on a roof right now. There's hail damage all over this home. I want to help you out. 817, blah, 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 blah. Boop, post it in that group. Because they already interacted with you once, it's going to show them your shit in that group because they're also, 22,000 people are in that group also. And 60 of them interacted with you. 4 of those people live in that neighborhood and are now commenting below, can you check mine? Yeah. Can you look at mine next? Hey Tyler, I sent you a DM. Awesome. When you get on that roof, go live in their Facebook page. Click live. Do you want to know why? Because when you click that link and that live video starts, and I'm here on my damn iPhone, do you know what pops up right here? Notifications. As soon as I click live on your phone, 22.2 thousand people are in this group. You get that little fucking bullshit bell. Ding! Tyler is live. What do most people see when they see that thing pop up on their phone? What's this guy talking about? Right? And now you got 633 people watching your live video. You got 7 seconds. You got 7 fucking seconds to gather their attention. 7 seconds. Most videos perform better than that. That's why I did that video that I released out to my neighborhood. I jumped off the truck and like, boom, landed in the screen. I was like, hey, I'm Dave. Right? And I had people messaging me. They were like, oh my God, I just watched the beginning over and over again because like, what the fuck did you jump off of? You know, did you jump off of something or what were you doing? And I was like, hey, thanks for interacting with my videos. You know, I had like 4,000 people in my neighborhood, which there ain't 4,000 people in my neighborhood, but in that area of Keller, absolutely. 4,000 people watched that video and were like, this is dope. Yeah. Yeah. But the advertising like that, like I'm talking about posting a video, casting it to an area stuff is good for brand awareness. So that way when I do go door knock that area, they have already seen me. Right. So I'm like, hey, Dave Taggart, you might have seen me on Facebook or Instagram. They're like, oh yeah, you're the guy, hey, I'm Dave, you're that guy, right? Yes, that's right, I'm me. Yeah. I am he is me, we're Dave. But the process that I'm describing for you above is a great way to go live in a neighborhood to educate, talk about what you're doing. If they feel like you are soliciting, like you're trying to sell your service, that's why you need to just educate. No, hey, call me, hey, da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me show you guys what, look at this. Look what hail damage did to this roof. That's crazy. That is nuts, man. Well, we'll see what we can do to fix it. Tyler, out. Yep. Boom. You didn't sell nothing. People are like, oh shit, commenting. Damn, tagging their friends. Don't you live in this neighborhood? Says, oh my God, look at this. Stephanie, is your roof okay? Stephanie's like, yeah, bitch, my shit's good. She's like, how do you know? Have you checked it? Call Tyler. You see what I'm saying though? But that works, man. And I've used that strategy when I was door knocking a storm market in Canyon Lake. I used that exact same strategy and I have a video posted on my Facebook. My phone from 2 videos that morning went live twice in the same group, in the neighborhood group in Mystic Shores and Canyon Lake. I had 18 people reach out to me with addresses and appointments that first day. I had a fucking notebook sheet. Every time I would be on a call and be recording, I'd be like, okay, awesome, great, boom, fantastic, calls coming in. I can't get off the phone fast enough to take the next one. I get off the phone, I looked at Hunter, I was like, God damn, man. And he was like, bro, they keep calling. I was like, let me call. Hey, I had a missed call. Yeah, David, saw you on Facebook in my neighborhood. Do you think you can come look at, absolutely, what's your name, man? And Hunter's like, fuck. But it worked. Ask Robbie. Okay. Ask Robbie the next time he comes in and say, hey, how has going live on Facebook in neighborhoods helped you? And he's going to be like, what? It's like I taught him something, and I was super fucking happy about that. Yeah. I was super happy about that. That's why every time Robbie mentions it to somebody, I'm like, yes, I fucking did that shit, you know. And but it worked. But I had to figure out, how do I knock on everybody's door? before I actually knock on their fucking door, and I got to utilize Facebook to do it. What's the... fuck, man. How? Well, there's groups. There are buy, sell, trade pages. I could find one right now, North Richland Hills, buy, sell, trade, and there'd be 30 of them, and each one would have 10 or 12,000 people in it. Yep. Fuck, man. You are sitting on a cold calling data mine, a fucking gold mine of homeowners that people don't think about digitally door knocking these people. They think about getting out into the street and trying to get in front of them. Yeah. But I can only knock on one door at a time. Right. But I can hit all these people. I can hit 8,000 of them at once. Or 22,000 in this group. However many people have their notifications on, motherfuckers, y'all fixing to hear about Dave. Yeah. You know what I mean? Please let me knock on your inbox. Now, I'm not going to send them a message like DMs or nothing. But on their notifications, yeah, I'll tap on your screen, bro. Yeah. For sure. Okay. What else? Anything else? Try that. Let's implement this strategy. Yeah. Okay? Let's try finding the houses that you want to knock on. Let's do that together, so and then we'll find the data.
Is in part at least the street that I live on right now.
Which one?
In Mansfield.
Okay, I don't know where Mansfield. Yeah, I think I know where Mansfield is.
South of Arlington. Okay. Where the ball fields are, we're about 20 minutes south of there.
Okay, yeah, I know where that's at.
And all the houses are about the same size roof as mine in my neighborhood, at least. So I hate that I just had mine replaced because I could have got up there and done this shit, but now it's all brand new.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm gonna go knock on Doll's door next door. She's the neighborhood gossip lady.
Okay.
Been there forever, her and her kids, and so I'm gonna go see if I can get up on her roof.
So you know, in your neighborhood, you have one little old lady she's got her ear to the streets all the time.
Yeah, she's always got somebody over at her house helping her from just around the street, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can talk to Doll and get up on their roof. Her husband's a vet, so should trust me.
That'd be a good one, man. Yeah. That'd be a good try. When was yours replaced?
Like 3 weeks ago now.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Were they not? Was it replaced from a storm?
It was replaced from a storm about a year ago now.
Gotcha.
Started it, and then when I thought that I would do the roof, I got busy doing adjusting.
Let's check the reports. Let's check the hail reports and see what they say. Hail recon. See if it gives us a storm date, man.
Sounds good.
And if it does, knock knock, motherfucker.